5 and formula from 1995 is PB bracket NO3 all 2. So lead from 95 PB bracket NO3 all 2 and sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate 4. This is in your salt analysis. In this salt analysis, you are expected to identify and confirm these relevant ions as the case be demanded of you. Identify and confirm these relevant ions. The ions here, there are 4 ions altogether. We have lead 2 ions. We have NO3 minus ion. We have sodium ion. And we have CO3 2 minus. These are the ions. How you will you have to understand how to identify these individual ions. This one is identified using flame test. Identify and confirm with flame test. It burns with a persistent golden yellow flame. A persistent golden yellow flame. Or they can use sodium, they can use a potassium dichromate solution to test for the presence of sodium. Lead. Lead will give you a solution of lead if you add drops of sodium hydroxide or drops of aqueous ammonia. If you add it in drops, it will give you a white precipitate in powdery suspension. White precipitate in powdered what? Suspension. Then the precipitate will be soluble in excess of the sodium hydroxide or in excess of the aqueous ammonia. So if you want to test for this one, the preliminary tests that can be performed here and how to report. In a reporting format, remember I told you report is very important here because nobody is going to see how much sweat is dropping from your face, how you suffered to run through the process, how diligent was he reported. That is what the examiner will see. That is what they will use to grade him. So reporting is more important than even the experiment. Make sure you know the hints from the experiment to be able to report appropriately. You get it? Very important. So in the report, there is a column you call test column. Then there is another column that is called observation column. And then there is another column, it's 3 columns. The first column is called test column. The second column is called observation column. And the third column is called what? Inference column. Inference is a conclusion drawn from the experiment, from your observation. So test is how it's reported. Test column, observation, and inference. For leg. This is leg. I'm going to do that fast. Just demonstrate and you'll be seeing. Okay? Let me get our test use. They are testing for the presence of how many ions? 4 ions. But they may expect you, they may not, you are not WAEC. It's 4 ions that they give us in the picture. But they may demand 3. Are you with me? Yes. They can give you 4. But in the main question, they may demand 3. Oftentimes it will happen like that. So we are expected to mix together. I go to throw it. Lead nitrates. Lead nitrate 5. It wants to look like that of your sodium chloride. It's in crystal form. I'm going to mix it. I'm going to mix it with sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate 4. Have you seen it? 2 of them will make sample C. One will mix it. So sample C is a mixture. You will start when you are reporting because you are not supposed to know what you are testing for. Are you with me? You are not supposed to know. If you know, then why is it an exam? If you know what you want to start testing for, then why is it an exam? But here we are exposing the thing, teaching you beforehand so that you already know what to report and what to expect. So what you will see on that day is a mixture of the two that has been mixed by your teacher. Has been mixed and placed there. So it's no more individual. So it's now sample C. It's now what? Sample C. The first question you will hear, they can ask you what is the texture, what is the appearance of sample C. But sometimes they don't ask. First question is usually solubility. Sample C plus distilled water plus filter. Sample C plus distilled water. Is it soluble? Is it partly soluble? Is it partially soluble? If it's partially soluble, it means it's going to have some residue. Are you with me? Yes. It will be partially soluble because some will dissolve and some portion will not dissolve. Yes, amen. So that be the case. Let me use a bigger test tube. So sample C plus distilled water. Brother, get me water from that gallon outside. Dig that gallon outside. Come on, your So when he brings it, we are going to add the water. So let's report together. Sample C plus distilled water. Sample C plus distilled water. Sample C plus distilled water. Let's see first how that goes. This is sample C. We're adding this about 10 cmp or 15 cmp of distilled water. Excuse me. Hello. So we are set. Some portion has. I hope my computer is big enough to cover the. So you can see something has happened, Abi. Some fraction dissolved, some did not dissolve. So you are going to hear sample C plus distilled water plus filter. Okay? Plus what? Filter. Filter paper. In observation, you say sample C dissolved partially. Okay? Sample C dissolved partly or partially in distilled water. It still will not dissolve. Some portion is insoluble. As we have shaken vigorously, if it was going to dissolve more, it would have dissolved. So let's see. We are going to perform filtration. So C dissolve partly. Let's filter. Here's our filter paper. We have the pack of filter paper that has stayed over long back. So you quickly fold your filter paper into two, then fold it again into another half. And then open one of the corners. Look for your funnel. I will get one of these test tubes. So this is sample C plus distilled water plus filter paper. You can see all the thing that appears like was here. Yes, it's going to be dropping gradually. So we're going to have a clear filtrate. And we're also going to have residue. You write clear filtrates, contain and residue. So sample C is partially soluble in water. Are you with me? C is partially partially soluble in water. So while the filtration is still ongoing, I'll need to perform more experiments. That filter paper has expired. The filter paper has expired. The thing is draining through the filter paper. Filter paper is supposed to give us a clear fluid. It's supposed to give us a clear fluid. It has expired. It's from the same spot. It has expired. It's leaking. Did you see it? It's leaking. It's no more good. Filter paper is bad. Okay, I will just use it like that. I will start from the surface and use to do take the filtrate from there. Just use the solution like this. So it's supposed to be clear filtrate. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So I will now say the next line will be filtrate. I want to test for this ion. To test for like 2 ion. I say filtrate plus sodium hydroxide in drops and then excess. Be reporting.